Fuck with my notes at?
All right. Raw conversations
Bro.
with Chromez and Fanatik.
Yo.
Oh man, this is
Or the shells of Chromez and Fanatik.
because we're not alive today, man. Oh man. Shout out to Tivo.
TIVO, the Duke of Hip Hop Soul, man.
We went to the Get Down. They opened a new club last night, and we went to hang out there. And that shit is amazing.
Yeah, we're not getting paid for this, but like,
it's a free plug. Like
it's a free plug, man. Like that's the joint.
It's amazing.
That is the joint.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't know where the hell you went, because at some point we were chilling, and then next thing I don't know where the hell you are.
No, I like self-preservation mode, default settings. You know what I mean? Like where you're just like home now.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was just one of those situations.
Take me home.
Take me home. The body was like, take me home now.
Yo, dude. I still feeling the effects of last night.
It's like
hungover and shit.
We had to have or leave a few in the tank for today.
Yeah, Rocktober today. So.
You know what I mean?
Oh man.
We had to have a few in the tank left over for today. You know
I don't know if we like left any though. Like we just went all out. It was
It was crazy. It was crazy,
nuts.
man. It was crazy fun.
Yeah.
It was crazy fun, you know, like
it's just a proper vibe. Like it's a great club. If you haven't gone there, you need to. Shout out to J Rocks. We met him there.
Yeah, shout out to J Rocks.
Yeah, we met a few people there actually.
Yeah, Cree J.
Yeah, shout out to Cree J. He was DJing. Tivo was DJing at some point as well.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I haven't I haven't seen Shooter in a long time.
Me too, eh?
And then Shooter was playing.
I have seen him.
No,
recently.
I haven't seen Shooter
I've
in
seen
a
him recently.
long time.
But not playing. Like
so
I haven't heard him playing.
I was even asking, it's just like I don't know who I was having the conversation with, but like, you know, anyway, they said some things about Shooter, and then like, oh yo, you know, this and that. But like it's like it was good to see Shooter, man.
Nice seeing Shooter, one of the best DJs.
Yeah, Boogie.
Yo, shout out to Boogie, man. Shout out to Boogie. Boogie was out there too, so
doing the most.
Yeah. So that's
shout out to Couture.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Couture, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, your workmate.
My workmate. That's the homie, man. That's Her Royal Highness.
The shots were going down.
The queen. Yeah, big shout out to you.
Anyway, last night was
influence. You're a bad influence. All right, yeah.
Yeah. So this week, man, like, what did you get up to this week, bro?
A lot of. I mean, this is like it's work, man.
Yeah.
Work related stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Preparing for my Saturday show. Obviously, also getting information for tomorrow's show and all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a
pretty good week.
It's been a pretty good week, you know. All of that, you know. Listening, this is like one of the things I like getting is feedback from the previous podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Podcast number 2 is just like, yo, we have to say it right now. It's just like, thank you so much to everybody who's listening.
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
We appreciate it.
You listening and then even giving us feedback.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Because it's like, you know, when someone has listened and when they say it's like, yo, I was listening to Chromez and Fanatik, the podcast, and then they were talking about the whole government misspending and all of that.
Yeah.
And it just got me upset all over again. It's like, yo, you listen to the podcast.
You listen to the whole thing.
Everybody who listen, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate
from the bottom of our hearts, man.
We appreciate you listening.
Yeah.
I tweeted this. It's like the numbers we did for the first one in a week. We did that in a day for the second one. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Keep on, listening.
Keep on.
And make sure you share. So follow on SoundCloud, subscribe on Apple Podcasts. We're really trying to rectify the situation with the Google Podcast. There seemed to be a bit of a issue here and there, but we will deal with it, and you'll be able to find the podcast in Google Podcasts very soon. And also follow the socials, Facebook Raw Conversations Podcast, Raw Conversations with Chromez and Fanatik, Twitter Raw Con Podcast, Instagram Raw Conversations Podcast. Yeah, so shout out. So Last week we actually the first on the first podcast, we said we'd review the Carter 5, but it didn't come out the week that we expected it to.
No, it didn't.
And then it did on Friday. He did say he was going to drop it on his birthday, but he didn't. I think he dropped it the day after his birthday. That's Lil Wayne. And we haven't listened to it yet because we were at the Get Down last night. Yes. So we didn't have a chance to listen to the thing. So we will be reviewing it in the next podcast. Yeah, so make sure that you stay tuned to that.
It will obviously be a proper review, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Proper breakdown and stuff.
Somebody already tagged me in something. They were like, "Yo, Fanatik, you said the Carter 5 is gonna be trash." But it's not trash. And I'm like, okay, look, I will listen, and then give my proper breakdown of it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know how people, when somebody, like when I said it's gonna be trash, somebody listens and they're like, when the album comes out and they listen, and it's like, just because it's not, or in their books, trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not garbage.
Yeah.
Outright. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, you were wrong. But I'm judging it not based on, I'm not comparing it to like, oh, Lil Wayne versus trash. This is Lil Wayne versus himself in terms of the other projects that he has released and how dope they've been.
Yeah.
Because they've been amazing bodies of work. So I'm going to compare it to that. If it doesn't match up,
look, it's the Carter series. Like, Carter 1 is a classic. Carter 2 is a classic. Carter 3 is a classic, but it's not as strong as at least to me, not as strong as Carter 2 and Carter 1.
Yeah.
Only because like in Carter 3 he was really going for like he popped basically. So he had to do some gimmicks here and there. There's Lollipop on that album. And when you listen to it now, it's like, what the hell were you doing, bro?
Guys, that was the biggest song.
It was huge.
Yeah. Like that was a huge song.
It was, but when you listen like that, I never thought Wayne would ever do a track like that. When you listen to an album like Carter 2.
Yeah,
because there's no fuck shit on that. Like he's just straight up rapping.
Yeah.
But we shall listen to the Carter 5 and review it in the next podcast. So
the most death.
One of the many
reasons
why you should tune in to Raw Conversations, right? Okay, so follow up to the Mr. Smith situation. So if you don't know what that's about, this dude basically was extorting money from people by asking them to send him nudes, right? And then he said he would pass them on to a Mr. Smith, who would then give the people 100,000 kwacha. And then people would send him the nudes, and then he would use the images to blackmail them, basically. And then now he's basically they nabbed him, got caught, and he basically is denying the charges that are being placed on him, which is circulating pornography and all of that. So,
I always feel like that. Like that's the default one. That's a default. I don't know, charge. I feel like maybe there should be more laws.
Yeah, I feel
because it's so like distributing and whatever. So it's like, nah, that's not what I was doing.
You know what I mean? Upgrade our laws.
It's just like if we had a proper lawyer, he'd probably get off scot-free. You know what I mean?
Straight.
Because
there's so many loopholes there. Like
so many loopholes. It's like, no, that's not what I was doing. I was not distributing anything or whatever. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but it is what it is, man. I I'm interested to see where this goes.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see where this goes, you know, because number one, it tells you a couple of things, you know what I mean? It tells you, like, is that easy to get nudes? Is that, it's just like people are that desperate for money.
Straight.
That they want to basically enter the, no pun intended, enter the pornographic world, you know?
It's desperate people out here, bro. Like,
yeah, because people
you wouldn't
do
porn if you were, you know, just broke for days.
Oh, sorry. Are you asking me if I wouldn't do porn?
You wouldn't do porn?
Nah.
Like dreadlocked man pipes down a chick.
Shumba them.
Oh. Zulu warrior.
Zulu warrior.
Hi, my name is Zulu.
Oh, big shout out to resident what?
Yeah, apparently Shumba is actually in Zambia. Patrick Shumba is our Zambian brother who made a cameo, a super cameo in Black Panther and Infinity Wars. So
yeah,
and then there was that scandal, you know, where he was doing I don't know if you can call it gay porn because he was just jerking off.
It's gay porn.
Okay, there you go.
It's gay porn.
Is it gay if you're masturbating? Like,
I didn't even watch the whole video.
I mean,
you watched the whole video?
I mean, it was a promo. I didn't see the whole thing, but you know, he had pocket pussy, and you know, he was lubricating it and all of that. And I was like, my name is Zulu.
Zulu. What up, Zulu?
So you know, it's interesting with him because it's like I really thought it would be completely over for him, but he's still kind of out here. Like,
yeah. I think,
like, are we phony as Zambians? Like, are we super phony? Because,
yes,
like,
we are. We've been funny for a long time. But now I think it's different because Zambians pick and choose what they let slide.
Mm.
You know, it's almost like there's a consensus, and they're like, whatever.
Yeah,
you know, because number one with the whole Shumba stuff, it was with the whole Patrick stuff. It was so it's like number one, he wasn't even the Z, he wasn't here. You know what I mean? So it's like we're not that affected. We don't. It's like, look, number one, we don't like you that much.
Yeah.
We didn't. You're not a Zambian sweetheart before and all of that. So there isn't a relationship with you prior.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're doing gay porn, you're doing gay porn.
Yeah.
So then if you come back and do something else, it's like we'll just be like, okay, yeah, what it is.
Yeah, but they trolled him though.
Yeah,
for a few weeks.
Definitely did.
It was funny as hell. Though.
I mean, they were supposed to.
But you know, like,
it's only right.
It's like why apologize for something that you did? I don't know, some years back when you needed the money, you got paid for that shit. So why are you apologizing? Like, it's not like you got forced into doing it. Like, you're only apologizing because you're being booked to speak at seminars and whatever. And that was funny because like he had just posted about going to speak at some church thing.
Yeah.
And then the gay shit hit, and it's like, what? And then now he's trying to clean up house by posting his girlfriend and whatever, trying to, you know, I guess that's why he's doing it. It's like, why are you emphasizing so much on the fact that you have a girlfriend? Like, that's not supposed to be news.
Yeah, man, not at all, man.
But you're out here doing that.
If we didn't want to believe you, we wouldn't believe you.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like now, it's like I said, it's like it's
and
Patrick.
we get it. You've got a car, you have a girlfriend. Like,
it's fine.
Stop doing that.
Just.
I hate it when adults act like teenagers, man. Like,
yeah,
I
but
really
like,
hate that. It's annoying.
I feel like it's he has to do that, or he feels like he has to do that because just to, you know, just to be like, it's like, oh, you know, I have a past and it's not as squeaky clean. You know, I don't know, man. It's kind of
like
like
what? Is this
it's kind of like politics.
Like what? His rags to riches type shit.
Yeah, but it's kind of like politics. You know.
Yeah.
How politicians will apologize for something that they did, I don't know, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I was not in the right state of mind. I apologize to anybody who was hurt. It's like, yeah, it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, if you didn't hurt anyone, I'm just like, why? Like, it's not like you got caught, I don't know, with child pornography, for example, or
that would have been
you
weird.
Raped someone.
We would have hated you, Pat.
Straight. We get you the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
in a heartbeat.
But like now, it's just like, yo, you
were jerking off, bro. So it's whatever.
Yeah, you had to pay the bills. You had to pay the bills. You had to pay the bills, Zulu. It's all good.
And then this past week there's this video that went viral of if you saw Pamela Y. Trending. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so
I was tagged 1 million times by 1 million people.
So basically, there's this pastor who I believe he's a prophet, right? He's a prophet. In his church, he calls out a lady. She comes up, and then he starts to explain to her what she's been going through, which is I don't know. She had some sort of business with some Nigerian dude.
She had,
and then that business was doing very well, and then at some point, the Nigerian dude was just like, I can't do this with you anymore, or whatever. And then he calls out her friend for being the reason why that business didn't go through.
Yeah.
So at home, I was having this conversation with my sisters and my mom and them, and then, like, I don't know, like, I'm telling them, like, yo, this doesn't seem real.
Yeah.
And they are so convinced that it's real.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I'm just like, I don't know about how, like, here's the thing, right? When we talk about Christians, like we said, I think even in the last podcast, it was like, if you're a Christian, then you're supposed to be Christ-like. Like, what would Jesus do?
Yeah, absolutely.
And with all I've read in the Bible, I don't think that something, it just didn't feel morally right. Like, why would you want to embarrass someone in front of your congregation?
Exactly. And
it's like, what's up with that?
Yeah. I don't remember the Bible verses, you know what I mean? But it's actually biblical. Like, if you are going to prophesy, it shouldn't cause embarrassment.
Yeah.
Like that's biblical. Like, if you're going to do this, you can't be like, oh no, Rhodes, you've been masturbating. And you've been masturbating about this girl. She is right here.
She's a married
young
woman.
lady stand. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like, even if that's true, but you're not supposed to. It's not supposed to cause embarrassment like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's something that I've seen that some prophets, quote unquote, prophets do, even here in the Z, you know what I mean? Even here in the Z.
Yeah.
It's like, even, look, my pastor prophesies, but he always is say, oh no, young lady, I'm seeing you are wearing something. The bra is white. It's like if you're seeing the bra, what else are you seeing? What else? You know what I mean? It's like,
are you checking out cleavage, bro? In the spirit, is that what's going on?
It's a lot of things that it's something biblical and something that is true and honest.
Yeah.
And then it's gotten. And then it's, for lack of a better term, it's pimped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's pimped and commercialized.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is.
It's commercialized because I've seen this before. Because it's like, my pastor can do the same thing. It's like he can say, oh, this and this and this is happening in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there are other people who will do the same thing. And then they'll be like, my brother, stand up. yesterday you were wearing an orange t-shirt. And then immediately it's yes, I was. And then like, there's drum rolls, there's people rolling on the ground, and I'm like, and then how does that help me? How does that help anybody?
Yeah.
Because it's like it's been so commercialized. It's like, yeah, it's true that he was wearing a t-shirt, an orange t-shirt yesterday, but it's like, and then
what? Like, what does that do for anybody?
What does that do for anybody?
Yeah.
But like, Zambians are so gullible and so.
I wouldn't put it down to Zambians. I think just people in general.
Yeah, just people in general. Yeah. I'll even go as far as saying Africans, because I mean, like South Africans as well. Like,
yo, there's a lot of crazy shit happening out there, bro.
And I'm like, you South Africans,
the doom.
The doom rubbish.
The chocolate snake? Like, what the hell is happening out there, bro?
Speakers being put on people. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, guys.
Yeah. I think once we realize that, like, all of this is commercialism, we get to understand why certain things are happening. Because it's like, think about it. A person like Bushiri, for example, who's known for antics for days. He claimed he walked on air and all of that. Yeah. There's some other pastors who claim they killed the devil and stuff. Like, killed the devil? For real, yeah.
I have not heard that.
There were actually two pastors who were feuding because it was like, no, I killed him. You didn't kill him.
They killed the devil. So the devil is dead right now.
The devil is dead. I was reading this on a thread somewhere on one of these curate Twitter pages, and they were like, there's this other dude who was like, he went to heaven. There was a party in heaven, and he went there. Yeah. Yeah, he hung out with the Lord. Yeah. And all of that. So it's like, once you understand that all of this is commercialism, it's like pastors, at least for me, I'm thinking they're doing this because we're in the social media era, right?
Yeah,
and like
absolutely.
When these clips go out there, they generate all this interest, and some people will be like, I don't know what's going on, I don't trust this thing. Yeah. But other people will be like, yo, this is amazing, I want to be part of it, and they'll be part of the congregation. Yeah. Because it's like, as humans, it's like we have this, I feel like there's this need, like people feel like they want to get closer to God, and then when they see someone that seems to be closer, they seem to cling on and latch on all the way. Yeah. So that's where all of that comes from.
For me, like, it's how, again, you know, I will refer to my pastor because that's my main religious person in my life, you know, and it's it's something that he says and I agree with, that, you know, Africa is very quote unquote religious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we are super religious. And it says it's like in Africa you have people who's like, oh no, I'm a man of God. I was on a fast. I was fasting for the past 21 days. Yeah. And I didn't eat and drink anything for 21 days. And that could be true, right? Mm-hmm. But he says it's like, after you did that, and then what was the purpose? What was the end goal? Yeah. And then you have people like I forget his name. I don't know. I think it's Jentizen Franklin, who wrote about all the points about fasting. It's like he's an authority on fasting and all of that. And then the most he's gotten is probably like 21 days. You know, and it wasn't even like a total fast or whatever it is. But he puts it in a book, so that you can read and learn your lessons from it. Yeah. Okay. You know what I mean? It's just like he puts it in a book, and then he says, it's like, look, even with when you compare the American church and the African church, the American church is more successful. They don't do as much as the guys here. They don't even necessarily pray as much. But they're more effective because they put into practice what they read and what they learn and all of those different things. Here, we want somebody to do the antics. We want to follow the person who's doing the antics, the funny stuff, like I walked on air, and then what? Oh, I turned water into wine, and then?
For what?
For what? For who? Like it's like Jesus didn't just wake up. It's like, oh look, I'm about to turn this water into wine.
So that's where the commercialism aspect comes in.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Just to get more people into the church so they get more tithe.
More money.
More money, basically.
More money.
Yeah, more money means...
Yeah.
I mean, more people means more money.
More money.
That's all that is.
That's it.
So, ish, man, like it was... I was having this conversation with my siblings and they were just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why do you always distrust these people? And I'm like, I'm literally just looking at this. And I'm like, what? I don't think there's certain, like, I don't know, religious leaders who probably wouldn't do such a thing. Yeah. I think it would be much better if the normal process with the Pamela Y situation would have been, see me after the service.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about this.
Absolutely.
So why not do that? That's where you see it's like you're just trying to get people riled up and whatever, and people in that place went wild.
Yeah.
Because it's drama. It's like, yo, Telemundo in the fucking church.
I was telling the wife, I was like, look, it's like, look at the reactions.
Yeah.
This is like Black Twitter in the flesh. Because people were holding their heads. And I'm like, it's an African church. And I'm like, they were rolling with it. And I'm like, yeah. It's like, yeah, you can get surprised, but like, do you really have to get that surprise? And it's crazy for me because it's like, I'll give you a practical example, like TD Jakes.
Yeah,
you can sit down, whether you follow religion, whether you believe in God or not, whatever it is. But like, you can sit down and listen to TD Jakes and actually get points about life, and going through life, and how to go through life and trying to succeed and all of these different things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like there's no antics, there's nobody. There's no Pamela Y, there's no flipping around, there's no crazy, I see in the future. No, none of that. It's like he's just teaching you based on what he's read in the Bible and what he,
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man. I feel like Africans and Zambians, we need to get out of a certain box, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, this whole thing of just... Like it's sad because like you believing whatever you see is just it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Like you need to look at things from like a critical eye. Like you're like, wait a minute, I'm just like I'm not sure. Like be a bit skeptical and break things down. Thomas. Yeah. Sometimes you need to. Like I feel like some people are scared to ask questions, and it's and it's super sad. It's like you need to be able to ask questions and get the answers for them, because it's like I really think some people are just like in like religion just because they want to go to heaven, like the thought. But it's like, do you really understand why? You know what I mean? Like if that's really your end goal, cool. But like, do you understand why you're living your life the way you're living your life?
It shouldn't be just that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's when you listen and watch some of the most successful, like I said, so it's like the preachers from the US. Like there's a lady called Joyce Meyer. Joyce Meyer is super rich. She's super successful.
She's been on TV.
She's been on TV for a long time. But
wearing the same suit, different colors, by the way.
The name of her program is Enjoying Everyday Life with Joyce Meyer.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be. If your religion should be helping you enjoy everyday life and be successful everyday life. You know what I mean? It's like, look, I go to work, I do this and that. How do I maximize on whatever I am doing to be the best that I can be doing whatever it is that I do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not about antics. It's not about funny stuff. It's not about being weird and throwing up and rolling on the ground and all that. It's just like, there's a time and place for that. But like after that, and then what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, and then what? It's like, I've thrown up. I've taken a piss on the carpet in church, and then now I'm delivered. And now what? You know what I mean? So it's like, it can't be like, next week we're also doing the same thing. Yeah. And then the other week we're doing the same thing. So it's like, I'm going to come to church for the next 2 years to piss and, it's absolutely ridiculous, man. I hate that shit.
Yeah, man. It's absolutely weird. But yeah.
It is what it is.
To each
Pamela,
his own. Like, do your thing by all means.
I always say it's like, put in work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Read the Bible by yourself. You know, read a book by yourself. Find out and be successful doing
Is your
what
voice
you do.
dying, bro? Because of the get down. Yeah, man. What else happened this week, bro?
Kitwe went crazy.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Kitwe went crazy. Buchi residents went crazy.
Yeah. So basically, Copper Belt.
Yeah.
In Buchi Township of Kitwe, a police officer shot a man at a car wash
shot and killed
a man at a car wash.
Yeah.
He got arrested. The police officer got arrested.
Yeah.
But of course, people were really like super pissed off.
Yeah.
It was wild.
It was wild.
They fucked shit up out there.
Yeah.
And then, we're talking about how, like, for a long time we're like, Zambians, like, we can be pussy sometimes. But like, sometimes when we get pissed off, we get shit done. Like we go out, we fuck shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that needed to happen. Like, you can't have a police officer do that.
You can't.
You
look. it's. I was even saying, it's just like, is Zambians? Is it just Zambians, or is it? Because it's like, I wasn't too surprised, because it's like it's a CB, you know what I mean? It's Kitwe.
Copper Belt.
It's Copper Belt. You Copper Belt people are a little bit bengy, you know what I mean? You Copper Belt, like the Lusaka guys, we're a little bit too bougie.
Hey, I'm telling you.
For no reason, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, we'll go on Twitter and be like, I am so upset with the government. I'm so appalled. Oh my gosh.
Full of shit.
Police officers shot somebody.
All we know is Twitter.
That's what we do. But like, but like the CB guys, the Kitwe guys, were like, hey,
fuck that.
Fuck it.
We're doing this.
We're doing it. I mean, there was that whole stuff just the other week. Mm-hmm. The Chinese guy shooting,
Yeah.
So there was action.
Mm-hmm.
After that, and then Zambian cop shoots a guy. Action. So it's absolutely crazy. And I was even saying, it's like, this is something that came to mind when I first heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why on earth do Zambian police officers walk around with automatics, bro?
In a peaceful country.
It's like, why?
Yeah.
Do Zambian police officers walk around with AKs and automatic weapons? Like, have you ever thought? Have you ever sat down and thought, it's like, what if? Because this is, we've heard the stories of how some police officer had an argument with his wife, and then shoots himself.
Yeah,
we've heard about that.
Yeah. Think
about if one of these police officers ever got into, I don't know, a bad place, and then just decided to
just off a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my experience, but we'll talk about that. One of these fucking police officers who try to act stupid. But it's like, we were having this conversation. I think we touched on it during the week. And for me, like, when you ask the question, immediately I like to think of, like, where's the root? Like, where did this come from?
Mm-hmm.
And I might be wrong, but I think it comes from the colonial days.
Yeah.
It's like, back then, they needed to make sure that the niggers were kept in check.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're walking around with these guns.
Yeah.
And then to divide and conquer, they would, give these guns to people that look like us.
Yeah.
To be like, this is one of ours. And make sure that, he doesn't, don't fuck shit up because he's gonna off you because he's got the right to do that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where it comes from. And then, we gained independence, and I guess because there's a lot of shit we haven't gotten rid of.
We haven't changed. Yeah, we haven't changed. It's just
we
don't even know why we keep it like that. But like we're just like keep the same
it's
energy.
Like the only thing that changed was the name Zambia.
Yeah,
from
like
Northern Rhodesia to Zambia, and that's it. Because like it doesn't make sense. Like why should police officers walk around with automatic weapons?
I don't get it. It's like why are you in a bank with an automatic weapon?
Yeah. For what?
It's like you could have just a pistol and holster it.
Yeah. Because you were giving examples of how it goes in the States, right? Like in the United States, like they don't have automatic weapons on them readily.
No, they don't.
It's not
they have pistols.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even in the States, as violent as they are in the United States of America.
Yeah.
As trigger happy as they are.
Yeah.
They don't have the normal ordinary officers don't walk around with AKs.
Yeah.
They don't have automatic weapons. So it's just like why does a Zambian police officer have one?
Yeah.
For what? For who?
Like what's the threat? Like
what's the threat?
It just makes no sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. I mean, in places like the UK, they don't even carry weapons.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it is. They don't carry weapons. And it's like in the UK, like in London, they'll be stabbing niggas all the time.
Yep.
They'll be stabbing each other. It's crazy. So I don't get it.
There's a lot of things that need to be reviewed, man. Like, because it's like, and you know what's crazy is like we've become, it's like a normal thing now. You just see a person, like a police officer with a gun.
Yeah.
And like we're just so desensitized. Like think about it, the last time you saw a police officer with a automatic weapon, you just kept it moving.
One of those.
You've been seeing it all your life. Yeah. So it's like
but it's not normal.
But it's not normal.
It's not normal. What are you expecting to pop off? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like I would understand if it's like you're like in an armored vehicle and you're taking
that is totally different. Yes.
Cash to a ATM or whatever.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And you don't even need an automatic. I mean, like people have shotguns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Semi-automatics, yeah.
They have shotguns. It's like, the pump action items, the sort of shotguns and all of that.
Yeah.
So I legit don't get it. And that coming back to the story of the shit that happened to us. You especially.
That was so funny, bro.
You tell the story.
Alright, so on one cold, breezy night in Long Acres. Wasn't cold?
Wasn't cold.
Alright, anyway, it kind of felt cold a little bit. I don't remember anyway. So after a night of drinking, one of the activities we usually would get into back then would be, let's make a stop, let's get some pies. Some of the best pies in town in Long Acres.
Yeah.
The corner bakery.
Yeah.
And I left you outside. You were by the car, right? So I stepped into the store.
We went in together, fam.
Were you in the store?
We went in together.
Are you sure?
We went in together, bro.
I don't even remember you being there. I thought I left you by the car.
We went in together. We went into the corner store at the engine.
Yeah.
We went in together. Right? We got the pies, got in line.
Yeah.
You were in front, though.
Yeah.
You were in front, and then like the guy came through and said, "It's like, oh no."
Yeah. He basically was like, "Yo, I was in line. I was just buying something I've been in the store."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Fuck out of here!" Like I didn't say that in those words, but I was just like, "Dude, everyone has to get in line. I didn't see you." And then
because it's like, and like that's one of the weird things. It's like it was like close to midnight.
Yeah, I think it was past midnight.
It was past midnight.
Yeah.
And then there were like maybe 5-6 people in the queue.
Yeah.
You know? So, you Zambians and your drinking habits.
There you go.
Buying pies and shit.
So this dude gets into the line. I mean, he tries to get into the line, and I tell him, "Yo, dude, just everybody has to, get in line." And here's the thing: Zambians, we are just like bad at queuing. Like people just don't like to queue.
Yeah.
You're trying to get something, a nigga will just pop up and get right in front of you. Like, the fuck? Like I was here before you. What the fuck? Like shit. Like wait for your own turn. Yeah. But anyway, he tried to do that, and I told him, get in line, bro. Like, we're all here. I've been in line, and I had been in line for a very long time.
Yeah.
Maybe like 5-7 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you just pop out of nowhere like I was here.
Like I was here.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, it's not happening. So, yeah, we pay for the pies and whatever. Step out, head to the car. And we, I think, stood at the car for a little bit. And then
he sat in the car.
Yeah, then he pulled up.
Pull up.
We pulled up right next to the car, gets out of the car, and he's like, "Yo, so you were trying to embarrass me in the store?"
Yeah.
I'm like, the hell are you talking about? Immediately, like, I just got into like defense mode, like anything's gonna pop off here.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready for a fist fight with this motherfucker, right? And then I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
In the store, you were trying to embarrass me in front of all those people. Like, nah, bro. Like, I was just there before you.
Yeah.
Like, all you had to do was get in the line. What's the problem? And then he just gets into like, "Oh, so you're being difficult, huh? Wait." Then he goes into the right.
Because he was like, this nonsense. I can shoot you.
Yeah.
Like, shoot me, like, yo.
I was like, I dare you.
Yeah.
Like, get your fucking gun. Do what you want to do.
And then he went to the car. Like a typical American,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, gangster rapper. Like, yo, he popped the hood. I'll pop the trunk.
Did he pop the trunk, or was the gun in the front seat?
It was in the front seat. It was in the front seat. But
so he opens the door, picks up his gun, and immediately I see it's an AK-47.
Yeah.
I'm like, no private citizen is allowed to use an AK-47.
Like, keep in mind, this is Long Acres, like right by engine filling station.
Yeah.
There's taxis there, and then this dude comes out, and then he removes his gun, and then he cocks it right there.
Yeah.
Just that sound alone, like crack.
Yo, everyone came through.
Everybody was like,
"Yo, please don't do it." I'm like, let this motherfucker do what he wants to do, because he's got a fucking AK-47.
Yeah.
I checked out his plates, and he was like, it's a Zambian Police vehicle. So I'm like, yo, like, so you as a public servant, you're trying to harass me, threatening me with a gun over a pie. Are you fucking serious right now?
Over pies.
No, I'll shoot you. I'm like, do what you do it. Like, let's see. Like, because I haven't attacked you. You have no right.
You have no right.
You're driving a government vehicle over the weekend.
Yeah.
So, like, how many infringements just now? Like a shitload. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then his woman comes out of the ride.
He's got my girlfriend.
So that's who he was flexing for.
He was flexing for his side chick. It's just like, like, it was so crazy because it was like I was high that day.
Yeah.
I had completely forgotten that shit actually went down.
Yeah, it was one of those nights.
It was one of those nights. And then when you reminded me about it, it's like it all came back. Like, but I was like, what? Wait a minute. Like, I think if I was sober, I was probably gonna be like, what the hell? This dude just put an AK.
Yeah.
But like I was high, like it just slipped my mind. Like it's almost like it didn't happen. And I'm like, how do you have? And for me, it's a situation that it comes down to, again, why do you have automatic weapons? Imagine it was some other short-tempered dude, and he would have just gone off.
Yeah, I mean, he was a short-tempered dude.
He was a short-tempered dude, But if he had followed through,
yeah,
it would have been like what?
Yeah. It would have been what the hell just happened here? Like he was basically shot over a pie. Like that has to be the most trash way to leave the earth. Imagine the eulogy. Like it's like, oh, so
he got shot over a pie.
A fucking pie. A goddamn pie.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And because of how broken our system is, he would have been able to do that and he would have just gone scot-free.
Yeah.
Like, it would have just been like, okay, yeah, it would have been an uproar because we all know we love to complain.
Yeah.
But then we don't do shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, after 2 days, everybody goes. Like,
everybody
goes to work.
Back,
It's fine. Like, so yeah, this dude, I called him out. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're driving a government-issued vehicle. That gun cannot be owned by a private citizen, and on top of that, you're trying to shoot me over a pie.
Yeah,
like what the fuck is wrong with you,
guys?
Fuck you! And then he gets into his ride and fucks off.
His
like,
girlfriend was like, "Baby, let's go.
Let's
go, baby. Let's go." God. Just horrible. Slay queens that are not slaying at all. Slay queen, bro. So it's like, and that all means slaying in a good way, like she was not slaying anything, what I mean? But
that kind of behavior, it's like,
it's ridiculous.
The fuck,
it's absolutely ridiculous. But it still comes down, for me, it comes down to, in situations like this, number one, remember the thing that we said about what you might call them, Zambian reporters, Zambian journalists. I would like to know where or what happens with this police officer who shot this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just right now, but in the next 2 years, where is he going to be? Is he still going to be a police officer? Is he arrested? Has he been? You know what I mean? It's like I would like to know all of that information because it's like sometimes we forget so easily. Like you said, we forget so easily, and then this guy could be back holding a gun in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on.
True. I'm actually pretty worried. What kind of, what is that dude up to now? Like that's probably something he does all the time, and he probably has scared off a lot of people just by saying, "I'm gonna shoot you."
I'll shoot you. Yeah.
Because his intention is not to do it; it's just to scare you.
Scare you.
It's like, bruh. Like one day that shit might go off while you're trying to, and then you kill somebody because of your foolishness.
Because there's certain situations that happen like, sometimes it's even about you bump into the wrong people.
Yeah.
And then they're not trigger happy; they're fist fight happy. You know what I mean? They just want to beat up a nigga.
Yeah.
And then if ever it got to that situation and then he was confronted like that and he starts getting beat up and then he gets beat up, what's the next logical thing?
He's gonna grab his gun.
He's going to grab a gun. You know what I mean?
Straight.
That's the thing he's gonna do, is especially if you've ever been in a fist fight before. If you've ever been in a fist fight before
and you get overpowered.
You get overpowered. You're not thinking logically. You're not thinking it's like I need to, it's just like you will pick up anything and hit a dude with it.
Straight.
So imagine if you have a gun at your disposal, loaded AK, you're definitely going to use it. Because it's like it can be in the heat of the moment, right there and then, bah!
Yeah.
Somebody gets shot, somebody gets killed.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It's nuts. And speaking of shootings, this past week there was footage that came out of there was the story of the Chinese dude who shot a worker accidentally because he was playing with his gun, and then the footage came out. Did you see that footage?
No, I didn't.
All right, so it's on CCTV. Basically, it's like he's by the counter. He's the one that handles the money.
Yeah, there you go.
And then the Zambian worker is like right in front of the counter, and then he's playing. I don't know. He was cleaning his gun or something, and then it went off, and he shot and injured her. And then what was so weird about it was, like, he sat there for a while before he got up to check what was going on. You know, so the gun goes off, you accidentally shoot the person, and he's just seated there for a while. I'm like, yo, are you not worried? Like, you just fucked up. What's up?
Yeah.
And he just sat there like,
wow.
You know, like he sat there like in no hurry. It's obviously an emergency, but to him, he's just chilling.
Wow.
Like, what is wrong with you?
He knows.
It's like to me it just looked like a person who wasn't worried of the consequences that his actions were gonna bring. You know, it's just super chilled out. Like,
I think
it is what it is.
I don't know if we mentioned this, but I don't know if I've been thinking about this, but for me, it's one of those situations where, what are these people told when they come here?
Yeah, I think you mentioned that in the previous podcast.
What are these people told when they come here? Are they told this, or do they believe that they're untouchable? You know, it's like, you might do something wrong, but they won't do anything to you here. Yeah, you know, we might send you back home, and then when you send you back home to China, you know,
you'd be comfortable.
You'd be comfortable whether you get prosecuted or not. Zambians are not going to follow up. The Zambian government is not going to follow up. You know, so it's situations like that that make you wonder. It's like, what are these people told when they get here? Because it's like, again, you cannot be that comfortable in somebody else's country.
Right.
You do something like that, and then
you can't do that in China.
You can't do that. You cannot do that in China.
You can't do that shit in China, bro.
So, for me, it comes down to things like that. It's like, what are these people told? Like, how? What are the Chinese people told?
But by who? Who says this? Who do you think is whispering such bullshit in their ears?
Their country.
So they're okay. So
their country, like it's like, how do I put it? Yeah, like the Chinese government, you know, because again, for me, it's mind-boggling, some of these Chinese people and what they're doing here. Like, he has a shop. Like, really, really, a shop.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Is he an investor?
That's the thing. We're questioning the types of investment.
Yeah,
quote unquote investments.
You've got these Chinese guys at Soweto Market.
That's taken away the spots for the people here. And you know, it goes back to what I was saying too. It's like when we see things like this, it's like the Zambian people are watching this, and people might snap. You know what I mean? It's like, it only takes one person, and that's the thing with us. We've got this mob justice mentality. You wait for somebody to do something, and you're like, because you've been thinking it for the longest time, but you're scared to do it. Yeah. And when somebody starts it up, you're like, yo, let's do this shit. Let's loot the shops. Yeah. Let's go out there and do this shit. It only takes one person. So like, we need, like, and this is the thing, like, the government, I don't think the government is doing enough to control this. It's like, when things like this happen, you don't hear anyone at the top saying anything about it to sort of calm the situation down.
I mean, like, that's the weird thing. Yeah, that's the weird thing, and you're like, again, it almost feels like they know, or like the Chinese have a certain immunity.
Yeah, it's like they're untouchable. That's the perception.
That's the perception now, you know, because it's crazy, man. I mean, look, it's a couple of years ago, 10 years ago, you wouldn't go to the club and find a Chinese guy in there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I mean, you go. We were out yesterday, and this Chinese dude in the club.
Yo, he was feeling up on one of our own.
One of our own.
In our industry.
I kind of felt away about that. It's like,
yo, but Yo, but you're phony as fuck though. Because you were having a great conversation with that Chinese national, telling him how to handle an African woman.
No,
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, what the fuck? So you're phony as shit, bro. Fuck you.
It's like he's there, and then he's like, the thing he was saying is like, because the girls are dancing and whatever, the girls he was with were dancing and whatever, and it was like, yo, I like the Zambian girls when they dance is just so sexual. I don't know what to do. I'm like, yo, go touch her. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Look,
touch her.
Go touch her. Get behind her. You know what I mean?
And then he did it.
And then he did it. You know what I mean? But the thing is, it's crazy. But
you be a trash tour guide, by the way.
Be an awesome tour guide. I think he thanked me. He just didn't come.
Thank you? He didn't tell you.
No, like when they left, because they left where they were at, and then they went to the other side of the club and whatever. But the thing is,
we don't even know if he was Chinese. He's probably Taiwanese. I don't know.
No, he was Chinese.
How do you know?
He was Chinese.
How do you tell? Because we got a lot of Chinese here. That's kind of stereotypical, bro.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of Taiwanese, and it's like,
how do you know
somebody from Taiwan you can easily tell.
How do you tell?
They don't look the same.
I know. I would assume
even Japanese guys and Chinese guys don't look the same.
The only way I'm able to tell is the difference with their names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't look the same at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, anyway,
to wrap it up, there's actually news that's come out that there's been some Chinese nationals who've been giving illegal military training to some Zambians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys.
So, we gotta let's open our eyes, man. So I'm reading this story. It says 1 Chinese national and 8 Zambians who are also employees of a named security company have been arrested by police in southern province for unlawful drilling. And police, upon investigating, recovered 1 pistol, 7 shotguns, and 1 big air gun with a box containing shotgun ammunition belonging to the security company. The suspects were allegedly being trained by a Chinese national who also ordered them some uniforms from China. Yeah.
To what end?
So they've been conducting trainings without clearance from police.
Yeah.
And the uniforms which they wore were similar to the ones used by the Department of National Parks and Wildlife. So this is like a story that's literally breaking right now. So as we're recording this. So yeah, open your eyes.
Open your eyes. Look, we've spoken about this before. We've spoken about Chinese investment. You know, we can't do without it. Mm-hmm. But it's basically defining the type of relationship that we want to have with China.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where you're gonna see that South Africa and China have got a relationship, mm-hmm. but that relationship is beneficial to both parties. Mm-hmm. And then Zambia and China have got a relationship as well, but like the relationship is that China is benefiting a lot more, and all we're doing is like, oh yeah, we got money from China, but like we're not getting this money for free.
That's true.
It's debt.
Yeah.
So you're in debt. You owe these people. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's about defining the nature of the relationship.
Yeah.
So if we can do that, kudos, man. Let's see what it is.
There you go. And you saw that Maiko Zulu was arrested
mm-hmm.
for protesting.
Yeah.
And interesting because Pilato had. Maiko Zulu is one of our legends in Zambia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pilato is a legend in the making.
Yeah.
They were for Pilato, they were protesting, It's like all these issues we've been talking about.
Yes.
Money's missing, all of that. And the budget was being read on Friday.
Yeah.
So they were outside, just, with placards and everything.
Basically, Laura Mitty.
Yeah, and
that's not the first time that they've done that.
They actually got arrested last time. They
actually got arrested last time.
I'm actually impressed that they got
a permit.
But we were saying the only reason why they gave them that, because the government's been fucking up lately, man. Yeah, this will be a bad look for them on the international scene. It's like, no, let them have it.
Totally.
So Pilato is one of the most powerful people in the country right now.
Yeah, because it's a situation where Zambians are afraid to protest. So if something like this is even seen and permitted, it's a sad story that it has to be permitted and allowed when it's just supposed to be a situation where you say you notify the police and whatever. But for me, the takeaway from this should be, Zambians can go from just being the people who protest on social media to actually getting off our butts and getting our voices heard in the street. You know what I mean? Yeah. We don't have to throw stones. We don't have to do anything unruly, but it's only right that we have the freedom to assemble and bring out certain issues that it's like, look, we're not happy about this, so we want to protest.
Yeah,
and we should be able to do that.
Yeah, that's because for Maiko Zulu, it was a lone protest. He wasn't throwing stones like you're saying. You know what I mean? He was basically just asking questions, and then that's the same with Pilato as well. Like, we're just asking, like, I think it was last year. It was just asking, like, yo, where's the money? Like, this 42 fire trucks, like, we need, give us the receipts. Show us how is it that one fire truck can cost that much?
one crappy fire truck.
Dude. And I think like 2 of them are damaged or something like that.
Yeah, they were in accidents.
Oh, man. That's what you get.
They were in accidents. Yeah.
But anyway, shout out to Maiko Zulu, shout out to Pilato, out there doing their thing. Keep on keeping on. Let's, like, the whole thing of just protesting on Twitter is like,
it's crazy, man.
Twitter activism. It's like, it's cool to spread the message, but at the end of the day, like, we need people to, go out there in the streets and actually show that you're actually serious about the concerns that you have.
True.
Yeah. On a lighter note, because we've covered some heavy stuff, you were telling me about this black coffee thing? Like, what's this thing about him having one hand? I don't get it.
There's been a running, what do you want to call it, myth?
Yeah.
That black coffee has only got one hand.
So is
and he only DJs with one hand.
Yeah.
And
so is it that he doesn't have 2 hands?
That was like the belief.
But we can see that he has 2 hands. Like, what's that about?
Okay, maybe
it's like some sort of weird urban legend.
Like, he's got an arm, but like it doesn't have the 5 fingers on one hand.
Oh, for real?
That's been the running myth, the running story. All right.
And this is like a viral thing.
It's a viral thing. So like, there was a picture that was posted.
Yeah.
Of him, and then he was basically holding both his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody actually circled it, and there were people saying, "It's like, I don't believe this. I have lived a lie all my life." All of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is an actual real thing. Like, people actually thought that he only had one hand, so they got surprised when they saw both hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's crazy.
And this happened this past week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think people just get bored sometimes. Like, that's just weird. for real. It's like, are we serious? Like, that was a serious thing?
Yes.
Like, he doesn't have...
Gross. It's a real thing.
Fuck out of here.
People believe that. People believe that they thought that he only had one hand. So he only... You know, like how it adds to the mystique of an individual.
Yeah.
Because Black Coffee has always been like, he's a very quiet, kind of, sort of reserved guy and all of that.
I think that's just who he is, you know? Like, that's what it looks like. Like, that's just who he is as a person. It's like, you know, quiet dude, doesn't talk much, you know, doesn't do too many interviews. He's just all about the work. If you see him, he's on the stage, you know, or... I don't know, he just dropped the track with David Guetta or whatever, which was like super huge. Shout out to him. Yeah, for all of that work.
Dude has got a song with Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah, he did a remix to one of her tracks.
To one of her tracks, bro. Like, that's big.
Yeah.
You know, like if even
In Common record,
he can.
Which was the better version, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, if it can be at parties where Diddy is at.
He performed at Coachella, bro.
Yeah. It's a huge deal. I mean, he's in Ibiza all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's nothing but a thing. But, like, it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
It's a huge deal.
It's a huge deal. That's our export as Africa, so.
To watch.
Yeah. What else happened this week? We really need to stop going out on Fridays. I mean, you don't go out on Fridays, so yeah.
I don't go out on
I understand why.
Right now, I am...
It's wild out here, man.
It's crazy because it's like... The repercussions of Friday.
Yeah.
I'm still feeling them.
Yeah, me too. It's wild.
So right now, I was just trying to take off my shoes. For real. Yo.
I'm in flip-flops,
not even
bro.
playing. Yeah.
I'm in flip-flops. I'm not even trying hard, all right? Like, it's whatever.
Yo, I mean, I'm getting breathless and feeling weird right now, so.
Oh, for real?
For real, bro.
Don't pass out. I mean, you can.
I'm about to.
So that, you know, that could be the headline. He passed out on the podcast.
Yeah, he passed out on the podcast. You know, it got so heated.
Yeah.
The Fanatic passed out. So I mean, it's been a crazy week.
The dollar
has just been going crazy and crazy and crazy.
First time in 5 years we hit 12 kwacha for $1. Yeah, are you about to throw up, bro?
No. I was burping.
Oh, my bad. Great.
But the thing is,
because we're not out here trying to clean shit. We're trying to get out of here when we're done with this.
Yeah, no, but I
and we're so trash because we're gonna continue drinking today. So it's kind of fucked up.
The crazy thing is, I feel like the whole dollar thing, the dollar getting crazy, is directly affected by the corruption scandal.
Yeah. That's been the fact. Yeah. Put it out there.
You know what I mean? So it was just, it's like, yo.
They literally said there's just no dollars on the market.
Yeah.
Like, the demand for the dollar is so high, but there are little to no dollars in circulation right now. The greenback is being kept in people's pockets because they're like, you know, let me keep this shit.
Yeah.
You know, corruption.
Because y'all are corrupt.
Yeah.
Y'all are corrupt. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And speaking of the corruption scandal, when we're saying it's like we covered this, was it in the first podcast or second?
The second
one.
Last week's podcast.
So we were saying it's like we're talking about all of this corruption that's been happening and and then $4.6 million US. 4.7 million US went missing, and then it reappeared. It reappeared.
Yeah. Apparently, it's been kept safe in a ZANACO account. All right. So the story here is, Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Catherine Namugala, directed that the Committee on Finance had to deliver to the House a comprehensive statement on the social cash transfer scandal, which was to include clarifications on, like what happened, like where did the money go?
Yeah.
So the Deputy Speaker said she said all of this when she delivered a ruling on a point of order raised by Mazabuka Central Member of Parliament Garing Kombo, who wanted to know if Finance Minister Margaret Monakatwe was in order to remain quiet over the recent revelation in one of the Daily Nation that the missing money for the social cash transfer program is in fact safely kept in a ZANACO account. So that apparently the money, y'all were tripping. The money didn't go anywhere. It was.
So why was the minister fired?
Good question.
She didn't know. She's not the one who was responsible for putting the money in the ZANACO account.
Because it was her ministry, she was supposed to know where the money was. So
she didn't know. Because it's like I feel like what happened is the reports came out 4.7 is missing, right?
Yeah.
And then I feel like the president called her and asked, "Where's this money?" And then she was like, "I don't know." So it's like, "Oh, since you don't know, and this money was given to you, you're fired." I think that's what happened. But if the money was already there,
I think you need to move your phone or something.
She did
interference.
My bad. She didn't know that the money was in a ZANACO account.
Like we said,
the whole amount.
Yeah, all the money is there. It's safely kept.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, it's like,
so we're just supposed to move on. Money's still there.
If it was
a whole regime, a whole government doesn't.
Yeah,
know
but
where the money was.
Look, it wasn't being used.
There you go.
I mean, it's supposed to be given to the poor, isn't it?
Yeah. Social cash transfer is the government's program where they give money to welfare to people who really need it, like people like the less privileged.
So my thing is, if the whole amount is still there, nobody benefited off of it. It wasn't given to anybody. Isn't that super weird?
Yeah. Oh, it's keeping it. No, you're supposed to disseminate it to the people that need it.
Somebody actually said they're getting this. They got the money, put it in the account. I don't know what type of account it is, but it could have been a fixed deposit account, and they were getting interest on that.
Oh, you think so?
Think about it. How much? Even if you said, it's like, look, what's 3% of $4.7 million US dollars? That's still a lot of money.
Straight.
Per year. Still a lot of money. Think about it. I don't know. Maybe it could be a conspiracy theory type situation, but it's something that you can think about.
That's an interesting theory, but it's like, are they willing to wait out that? What kind of clean corruption is that? That's some clean ass corruption where you're keeping money. It's like, no, keep that money in there, and we'll reap the benefits in 3 years. Nah, I'm not believing that theory. I mean, it makes sense for them to want to get the interest, but as we've been seeing with how money has been missing, if we're gonna follow that precedent, it's I don't think people are willing to wait. They're like, yo, let's get this money right now. Fuck that.
They're not even playing.
Let's get this money now.
I mean, I guess
42 fire trucks. One of them cost 250,000, according to insurance, because they insured them for 250,000, and then our Minister of Local Government tried to lie and say that they insured them for 10 million Kwacha, which is $1 million. It's like, which one is the truth, sir? We all know those fire trucks are not worth $1 million.
Probably.
Show us the receipts.
Like the Minister of Community Development, whatever. He probably also didn't know. Because apparently she didn't know. where the 4.7 million US dollars was.
Yeah.
Like, isn't it weird that you can misplace 4.7?
How do you misplace $4.7 million, bro?
Or bank it and be like, yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
It's in an account somewhere.
It's in an account somewhere. It's ZANACO Account.
Yeah. Bullshit.
People don't have a problem remembering that they have 100 Kwacha in their account.
Hey, straight.
And withdrawing 100 Kwacha. It's that hectic.
Yeah.
So why was the minister fired? For me, like, that's what I would like to know. Because it's like we were even asking this question before. It's like, why was she fired?
Yeah.
Like, what was the reason for her to get fired? Because we heard, it's like, oh, look, there's 4.7 missing, you know. And we're like, okay. And then she got fired. So it's like, why was she fired? Was she fired because she didn't know what the money was? Like, we wanted to know.
Yeah.
So now that the money is there, my question still stands. Why was she fired? It's weird.
Yeah, that's it. It's weird. Straight up. It's just a thing where somebody had to lose their job for such a huge scandal. A scandal at this extent, like, somebody had to lose their job to just be like, yo, we're dealing with this situation. So now this is like a follow-up to that. It's like, oh, we dealt with that, and then, you know, but the money is still there. But then again, you're right. It's like, why did you fire her if y'all didn't finish the investigation to find out where this money was?
Yeah.
It's like, keep her where she is. To me, I feel like she was probably, I don't know, innocent? Or maybe not? I don't know. It's like, but those actions just was like...
I give my analogy on this. They cut off the hand.
Yeah.
But the hand is attached to the board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, how you be like, yo, hand, what were you doing? You got your hand caught in the cookie jar. And then you cut it off. And you're like, no, that's not mine. It's not mine. No, it's yours.
Yeah.
That's your hand. That's your minister. So how do you not know where 4.7 million United States dollars is? It's weird, man. It's weird as hell.
Super weird. Yeah, you don't misplace that amount of money.
It's not
that's
possible.
Way too much. All right. Anything else we left to cover?
No, man. There's a couple of things I think for basketball fans.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. LeBron.
Yeah. At the Lakers.
At the Lakers, man. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Kawhi Leonard is at the Raptors now.
I legit didn't think he was gonna move.
Why?
I don't know, man.
Why would you think he would have moved? Like, he needed to move, I feel like. And like, he's a great addition to Toronto. I feel they might make an impact. Like, they needed a player of that caliber on their team.
To what?
Sorry?
You said Toronto.
Yeah, the Raptors. Toronto Raptors. That's where he's gone.
Who?
Kawhi.
Oh, okay.
Are you still talking about
I'm still talking about LeBron.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
I mean, there's been ramblings of him moving to the Lakers for a very long time.
Yeah, man.
Like, where was he gonna go after that? The Rockets are fine.
Yeah.
The Rockets are super cool. He wasn't gonna join Golden State. It's like, guys, no. That's just overkill. It's not even fair for anybody else. Like, fuck that.
I don't even know if they would want him though.
Why not? Who wouldn't want LeBron?
No, like, if you know, like,
you need a LeBron on your team. It's like saying,
yeah, but it's like he was such. It's sort of like Messi going to Real Madrid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you can't make a move like that.
But Kevin Durant did that. They got knocked out by Golden State when he was at what team is that? Damn, I forget. Like, where was he before? The Houston Rockets. Was it the Houston Rockets? No, not the Rockets. God damn it! I might forget it, man. Where the hell was KD, man? This is such a slow Saturday. I swear, when we're better than this.
We are better than this, but it's okay.
Gosh.
It's okay. I mean, it's like, look, this is... I don't know, man. We should call this podcast the Hangover. You know what I mean? The Hangover.
We're officially naming it the Hangover. I can't believe I'm forgetting where he was.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I mean, things like that happen. Another big story in sports was
gonna kill me. By
Luka Modric.
Huh?
Luka Modric winning the FIFA Player of the Year.
He was at OKC. Yeah, Oklahoma City Thunder. That's where he was.
There you go.
Fuck.
There you go.
No. Last night was wild. We probably had only like 2 hours of sleep. I'll tell you that.
It's hectic, man, but it is what it is. I'm sure a lot of people can.
So anyway, I was trying to finish my point. Like, let's before we get to Luka Modric. OKC got knocked out by Golden State, and then in the next that was like in the playoffs, I believe. And then in the next season, he joined Golden State. So that's why they were like, yo, what the fuck? How would you go to a team that knocked your team out? Yeah. You know, like, why not stay and try to prove that, you know, you can actually do it? You know, like, you can beat them next season. That was the whole thing.
The check.
And then, the check. He got a big check. Now he's... And the truth is, if he stayed at OKC, he probably wouldn't have gotten the ring. And now he's got a ring, so
there you go.
It all worked out, I guess. Shout out to KD.
It all worked out. Shout out to KD, man.
And LeBron, I think he's gonna make a lot of noise at the Lakers. I think what's his name? This LeVar Ball's son.
You know,
he's probably gonna.
Here's the thing. Why I was saying what I was saying about LeBron is there's just certain individuals, like, for example, when you think, what's his name? When you think Michael Jordan, what comes to mind? What team?
The Bulls.
The Bulls.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, nothing else. All of that.
Yeah. When you think of Charles Barkley, it's the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah. So it's just there's certain people that you always relate. Even people like Messi. When you think about Messi, you don't try and remember where else he was now.
Yeah.
You think Messi, you think Barca.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. I'm sorry, but even right now, when I think about Ronaldo, I still think Real Madrid.
For real.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man.
But you see, I guess the difference is a player like Messi, because he's been at Barcelona forever. Even when Ronaldinho was there, he was doing his thing. With Ronaldo, it's like, you know, there's Manchester United in there.
Yeah.
Then there's Real Madrid, and now there's Juventus. So it's like, yes, he made a bigger impact at Real, but it's like, you know, we know where you came from before you went there and stuff. And like, he made a big impact at Manchester United. He's like a Manchester United legend. Like, he'd be in the books forever.
Too much.
So with LeBron, like, dude, he was at Miami Heat.
Yeah.
Moved from there. Cleveland. From Cleveland, now the Lakers. So it's like, I don't know. Like, when you think of LeBron, like, what do you think of?
Cavaliers.
Right now, because that's where he came from recently.
Yeah.
But like in the long run, like where are we gonna put him?
I don't know, man. I mean, like, it's like I don't even know if I want to say long run, because it's like, how old is the man? It's like,
man is in his 30s.
Yeah, so
he'll be. I think he'll still be playing when he's 40, bro.
Nah.
I really think so, man.
Nah,
because he's fit.
Nah, yeah, he is fit.
Super
but
fit.
Like, there's just a time when the body, your mind even says go, but like your body is like, nah, man.
I mean, think about it.
Same thing with Kobe. I mean, like, Kobe wanted to play, but like it was just, you know, the body.
The game had changed, though. Like, you know, the way basketball was played when he was doing his thing back in the day.
Whatever, man. Kobe's a legend. Shut up. Kobe's a legend.
I mean, Kobe's he dropped 60 on the last game. That's
Kobe's fine. A legend.
Kobe's a legend, but the game changed. Like, it wasn't just the same as it was when he was starting out.
Look, if you can get the ball in the fucking net, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? Kobe is a legend.
No one's saying he's not a legend.
Yeah, man.
All right, man, we gotta wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up, man.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to cover before we go? Luka Modric, you wanted to mention.
Oh yeah. Before we go. Luka Modric, FIFA Player of the Year.
Yeah, congratulations.
Beating out Messi and Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So big shout out to him. I sincerely feel like he
beat out Mo Salah and Ronaldo.
Mo Salah. Sorry, my bad. I you know, like, I feel like
he's from Croatia, right?
Yeah.
And Croatia did very well at the World Cup.
Yeah, very well.
So
and I think and I think people only realized, like, when they were in the semi-finals. Like, oh, Luka Modric. Yeah. You know, it's just like they sort of went back. Like,
it was his moment of brilliance. Like,
it was his moment. It's like, yo, he's been with these guys. He's been pushing these guys and all of that. You know, he's not the type of player who's shining. Like,
no,
like
he's not a loud ass.
He's not loud or whatever. But like, holistically, in terms of being a force on the team, he definitely, you know, does that. So big shout out to him, man. I think even just people are tired of seeing Ronaldo and Messi. You know, I mean, Mo Salah had a great run last year. You know, so yeah, I think it's just awesome.
Okay, and yeah, congratulations. We have to get out of here. We have a lot we're doing this afternoon, so yeah, we'll catch you on the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching.
Shout out to Maria Zaloumis.
Yeah, speak on that. Oh, we almost forgot. We had that on the agenda.
I completely forgot as well. So, in case you don't know, Maria Zaloumis is a farmer, a very, very successful young farmer.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, when the story broke, I kind of, you know, did my research, and she's actually doing very well.
Yeah.
For herself as a farmer. Yeah. You know, and then
where's she from? For people that don't know,
she's from here.
From Zambia.
She's from Zambia. Yeah. I mean, she was in Australia for 8 or 12 years or something. I mean, she came back here, took over the running of her family's farm. Yeah. You know, and started with a, you know, moderately small plot. Yeah. And then expanded it in about 3-4 years, and she's a very, very successful farmer right now. You know, very young and very successful. Yeah. So there's a story that came out that she actually stole her best friend's husband. Like she stole him, and then the crazy thing,
how do you steal a whole?
She stole a man. She stole a man. All right. Basically, the thing, it's like there's videos. I don't know if you saw the videos.
I haven't seen the videos.
No, there was a video that came out where the same best friend. Yeah. You know, is at her house, and she's saying, "Maria, how could you do this to me?" Calls her names. Yeah. All of that crazy stuff, you know what I mean? And I was saying, it's like, how is this your best friend and then you get her man? Because she actually posted a picture with the same guy, but it wasn't, you know.
I saw the picture. It's like you can see she's hugging a dude, and then
just the back of his head. Yeah. And there was even a Kaloko work challenge that Zambians obviously Kaloko work challenge went out there and whatever it is, and instead of making its routes. But like, it's I was saying, it's like, my question was like, do you think it's cool, or is it cool or is it fine to be like how you have a best friend, or you have a girlfriend, and then obviously you have a best friend? It's like, should your best friend and your girlfriend or your wife be friends too?
Doesn't necessarily have to be the case.
Yeah, because it's It was so weird because
I mean, you know what's funny is I don't get how the guy is just it's the women are fighting and then the guy is just chilling. It's like
chilling during the attachment.
The dude, the woman, you're saying the woman stole your husband.
Yeah.
But like, what about him? Like, it's not like the woman forced him. That's some fucked up shit.
The thing is she used her money to woo the guy. You know what I mean? No, she bought him a car, whatever. You know what I mean?
So he's trash. He's easily swayed by money. And so it's like, yes, they're both at fault, but like, why is it that you're attacking her? Like, oh, it's your fault. That's why, you know, like, he cheated on me. But like, aren't you supposed to deal with the dude first? Like, why do women fight? Like, why not deal with the guy? Because he's the one who fucked up.
He's the victim.
That cannot be your official stance.
He is the victim in the situation. Yeah, bro.
So you're on his side.
I'm on the guy's side.
Why are you on the guy's side? Because you see it happening?
Because, number one, he was broke. And because he was broke, she used her money and she flied home.
Okay.
She's pretty.
So he gets a pass because he was broke and she had the money.
And she had the money and she's fly.
She is fly.
She is fly. She's pretty. She's
so your official stance
is aesthetically pleasing, bro. Nah. I'm just serious. I'm not trying to give this nigga a pass.
Fanatik is trash.
I'm not trying to give this dude a pass. But what I'm saying is, like, yo, I think that the reason why it looks like it's more about Maria Zaloumis is the fact that she's got the money, so it's sort of like it was a power move.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. It's kind of like, it's like,
what's not cool is I don't know. It's like I feel like, you know, if your man cheats on you, you don't go to the woman and beat her up for causing it. It's like, nah, you deal with the guy, deal with the house first. And why take it to social media? Like, this is your husband at the end of the day, like, and your friend. Like, why go to social media? Like, that's what are you looking for? Like, what kind of validation are you looking for? Because at the end of the day, who looks stupid now? Because Maria still has her money.
Yeah, but like,
dude is still there swinging his dick around
in her,
and now you look stupid because you just look bitter and shit. Because
for me, I think it's one of those situations where it's like, it was somebody who was your friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And she's looking. Look, number one, this woman is looking for sympathy. That's number one.
Yeah.
And then she's looking to tarnish the name of her former friend, and that's basically what it is. But it's just like, look, 2 weeks from now, we're not going to talk about this. It's not going to be.
Yeah, it's going to die out.
It's not even 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
You know, next week there's going to be something else that's going to happen. We're going to move on and all of that.
Yeah.
And you know.
But what do you think is the right course of action when you find out that your significant other is cheating on you with your best friend? Your first course of action going to taking it to social media to try and embarrass this person? Like, is that what you do?
You remember what's one? Guilty Conscious? You remember Guilty Conscious?
Mm-hmm.
Eminem and Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
That's my course of action. Shoot them both, Brady. Where your gun at?
Wow.
That's my course of action, bro. To shoot them both, take them out. Yeah. And hypothetically speaking, maybe that's what this woman is doing, or that's what she feels like she's doing. She's taking them both out, but it's
shoot them both.
like I said, I think for me, it's one of those situations. Like, look, how am how am I going to go after this person? She has more money than me. She was my best friend. Because she was like, hey, Maria, I looked at you like a mentor to me. She was saying that at this woman's house, at Maria's house. You know what I mean? I looked at you like this. Da, 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 da. How could you do this to me? Da, 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 da. You know what I mean?
Probably just a situation where she was probably talking to Maria about how her man swings his dick proper and whatever. Yeah. And then Maria is like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me try it out.
Because it's like, you can't believe what he did to me last night.
Yeah, there you go.
This guy.
Your women
He's
need to
such
stop.
an animal. He's such a...
He's a beast.
And then Maria is like, yo, all this money ain't making me come.
There you go.
You know what I mean? I need me some of this. And she did the most. She did what she needed to do, and boom. So it's just like, women, y'all need to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah.
Stop sharing bedroom secrets. Huh?
Yeah, but then
B1 said it. Secret in the bed.
Shout out to B1. But I just want to end this with yo, look, when you find out that this shit's happening, even as a guy, it's like, if your girl cheats on you, like, I know it sounds like, oh, where the fuck is this dude? Let me go and fuck him up or whatever. But nah, your chick opened her legs for this dude. Ooh, she allowed it. So deal with her.
Deal with her.
I'm not saying beat her up or anything.
What are you gonna do though?
Like, talk about it.
Yeah, and then
communicate. Like, and then decide whether you want to be in the relationship or not.
And then
fuck off. That's it.
No, but it's like, look, at that point you're hurt, so you want to hurt the person back.
Yeah.
The only course of action that you're gonna take is like, yo, this woman is a hoe.
So you're gonna take it,
and then you're gonna put her on social media.
Nah, that's bullshit.
That's crazy.
And any guy that does that is
because it's like,
even women that do that are
the equivalent of that is what people used to do back in the day. Go stand on the rooftop.
But who looks crazy in the end? Because you still have to look at your neighbors tomorrow.
Exactly. You look crazy, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
so. It's like,
crazy.
I get people will act
out.
You know, because you're not emotionally balanced at that point, so you're not being rational. Mm-hmm. But it's like, calm the fuck down. Just chill. Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Don't act out of pocket. All right, man. I think we've covered this.
We covered this.
Yeah. Subscribe, YouTube. Follow us on SoundCloud.
Please.
Twitter.
Please.
Facebook and Instagram as well. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts. We've actually made it easier for you to navigate through our different channels. When you check out the links, we just have one link that'll take you to the different places where you can find the podcast. So if it's YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or SoundCloud, it's all up there for you. So enjoy. And
have an awesome weekend, man.
Have a great weekend. We have an awesome week.
Have an awesome week, please.
Look out for the next episode.